Hey, welcome to another episode of Freedom on Fire. I'm your boy Bob TV. How you doing today? Look, I'm going to get into some things today, but before I get started, I want to wish a happy birthday to my beautiful aunt, the great gospel singer, Helena Barrington. And just want to wish you happy birthday, Auntie. This show is dedicated to all the fathers who take care of their children. And I want to congratulate every father who took the time to be in their child's life. Unfortunately, we have situations where the parent don't want the dad into the child's life. Now, I know you probably have reasons, but no, I personally believe you should have some kind of open door policy for him to be involved some kind of way. Now, if it was extreme cases and things like that, I can understand that. But some women, they just, they don't like the father so much that they don't even want the children around the father for no real reason. Fatherhood, for those who are participating in your children's life, my hat go out to you. Those who want to participate, but they get a roadblock from the mother, my hat goes out to you too. Those who want to do more than just pay child support, my hat goes out to you. Now, my hat, I want to take my hat and do something else with it for those parents who have wives that are not part of that child's life. And that wife or that husband suppresses that spouse from spending time with their child. We have cases like that. We have cases where, all right, I got a brand new wife. I got 3 children. But my wife don't want me to spend time with those 3 children that come from me, but she'll rather me spend my time with the children come from her. And they may not even be my children, but she wanted, because their father not around, she want me to put all my time into those children and not put the same or the equal amount of time with mine. And if anything, I need to be putting more time with my kids than your kids, because your kids are not mine. And anything happen between me and you and those kids gone, I still got mine. Now, what does this have to do with politics and freedom on fire? I want to introduce you to a young gentleman. I'm going to try to have him on the show soon. We're going to do a phone interview. He recently did a press conference, and CNN blocked him out. I don't play around with subjects like this, and I never count nobody out. I hate it when a man knows that he's been with a woman all this time and all of a sudden she get pregnant and he says she's not, hey, yo, that's not mine. Yo, dude, man, I protect myself. What that got to do with anything? Condoms are not 100% reliable. So for when a man dates a woman, 3 months, 6 months, 6 years, some of them dating women for 6 years now, and that woman end up having a baby, and you know you done been sexual, you know you done knocked the boots from the break of dawn, all over the place. And then you go around saying, hey, that's not my baby. Oh, man, that ticked me off. As a father who loved his son, my son passed away. My son had brain damage because of an incident that happened before he was 1 year old with a family member. I raised my son as a single father. And he had seizure issues. And eventually the seizure kind of took him out. And it hurts me to my heart that I don't spend time with my son. I get jealous when I see fathers out there playing with their children. I get jealous of my brother, who I love so much, but he has grandchildren. You know, I love them all. I love my niece and nephew. Shout out to y'all. I get jealous. So when I see a man who don't want to take care of his child, that pisses me off. I just want to punch him in the throat, man. That really gets to me. You know, but I'm a non-violent dude. I try my best not to be violent, but there's few things that I don't like. It really ticks me off when a man escapes his responsibility from being in his child's life. And there are some guys who want to be in their children's life, but they're involved with other women who suppresses them from being involved with their children. I want to introduce you to a gentleman by the name of Danney Williams. Danney Williams. From this day forward, his name will be called Danney Williams Clinton. Danney Williams Clinton. Danney Williams had tried to get his story out about the possibility of him being Bill Clinton's son, and nobody heard. And the Clinton machine shut Danney down. His mom told him, his aunts told him, a lot of people in Arkansas told him that he's Bill Clinton's son. So when you get the whole hood, the whole neighborhood telling you that that's not your daddy, that other man is your daddy, they just not going to let you know that, then what do? You go on this quest to see if it's real. So I'm going to do whatever I can to help Danney with this quest. You know, I got a small audience, and it's growing, don't get me wrong. I mean, cracking 1,000, then usually I was told that usually once it goes to 1,000, start doubling, so next thing you know, it'll be at 5, 10, 30. Our goal is to get to 100,000 subscribers in the next 3 years. I'm going to introduce you to Danney Williams Clinton, the young gentleman who believes strongly that he is Bill Clinton's son.
I have no doubt that I am Bill Clinton's son. It was common knowledge. Everyone in Arkansas knew. Everywhere I went, they pointed, that's Bill Clinton's son right there. He looked like him, don't he? The ears, the mouth, the chin, the teeth, the eyes, the nose. I see him in me. You can see a black Bill Clinton. When I brush my hair, I can see Bill Clinton with waves in his head. I always felt bad about him not wanting to be in my life. Was it because I was black? Was it something wrong with me? Why he don't want to be a part of me? It made me think of even sometimes suicide. It's not fair, and it has been hurtful. That he still refused to acknowledge me. Well, times was very hard, and my mom was a working girl on the streets. She was heavy on drugs.
My name is Lucia Bolton. My sister's Danney Williams, Danney Williams mother. She was a prostitute, and she, you know, hung around on the streets on 17th and Main. She met him on the streets.
I was told that she was with him on 13 occasions.
You know, like, I don't know, about 5 or 6 months after, you know, they had dated and everything. She said she was pregnant of him.
My mom went to prison and lost custody of us. My Aunt Lucille stepped up and gained guardianship of us. She raised us in Little Rock, Arkansas. At the time, we was from group home to house. My Aunt Lucille wanted to have a father in my life. As a small child, she took me to the governor mansion.
There was a car coming at the front gate, right? When the gate swings open, I ran up in there and ran behind the gate, okay?
She was trying to get him to accept me and notice me.
When I got to the door, I asked for her, and the door was slammed in my face.
Slammed the door in her face. This is Bill's son. He had the black son out here.
And 2 little guys came him out the side of the place.
Hillary, she had guys chase him off the property.
And I went to right and dropped the thing. You know, get the hell out of there.
I read history. Basically goes back to slave owners. When they have a child with one of their slaves and the wife try to have them banished off the plantation. What century is this? It just wasn't right.
Every child in this state is somebody because we're going to give them every chance we can.
And honestly, we were needing child support at the time. My mom was in prison.
We was poor, okay? We had nothing. Who gonna listen to us, really?
My Aunt Lucy was working at a gas station.
We have no money to pay lawyers. They just shut us up.
My mom told me on a few occasions when she was threatened.
She didn't talk to leave them alone because we don't come up missing.
She was also pushed out a 2-story window where she got a metal plate in her foot. To this day, she still feels scared of speaking.
And they was trying to get information about Bobby Williams' story so they can give her, you know, I guess some hush money.
In fact, my mother did receive 7 $100 bills a month in the mailbox. Even presents on Christmas that was delivered to my home by state troopers. So I felt he was trying to be a part of my life. And then when he became president, everything stopped. In 1995, when my father was president of the United States, the state of Arkansas put us in foster care. I lived in foster homes. It made me feel horrible because I know his child, Chelsea, was well taken care of, and we was house to house, hungry at nights. And to know that my father was the president, it hurts. Try to imagine that your own father refused to love you, refused to say that you exist. Knowing who my father was and that he was so close yet so far away made my pain unbearable. Growing up in Little Rock School District system, it was difficulties because you got gang members, drug activities at the schools. And I wanted more to life. I didn't want to end up dead in the streets for nothing. Moving from home to home, not having a stable place to go. It came to a point in high school where I had to drop out to take care of my little sisters and brothers and make sure they were stable and able to go to school every day. I got a job full-time at a donut shop my 11th grade year to support my sisters and brothers. If I had the love and support of my father that stayed on me, made sure I had the best education, I feel I would have had a better life. In 1999, they tried to sweep me under the rug with Bill Clinton's friend publishing this phony DNA test. It never was a DNA test.
Roger Altman. Roger is a longtime friend of mine.
Just think about it. It was published in a tabloid owned by a donor of Bill Clinton. Even to this day, Megyn Kelly, Howard Kirk, they continue to quote this bogus DNA test, and it really hurts. I would love to see the DNA test done. Several times, I tried to reach out to the Clintons. People say all the time, you're gonna get yourself killed dealing with the Clintons. I wrote letters to his library. I wrote letters to addresses I got off the internet, even emailed him from Facebook and on his Facebook pages. I never got any response back. Once in Little Rock, Arkansas, I visited the Clinton Library. I wanted to see how it felt to be his president, and he was speaking. But by the time we made it there, he was already gone. We took a tour through the library, and just to see all the things he'd done in the world, helping other kids in Haiti and, all the other places, it just saddened me because I never received any help from him. Hillary started running for president. She visited Little Rock at one of her campaign stops. I put myself right in front of the podium where she spoke. She was looking right at me, eye contact. In my heart, I was thinking she knew who I was.
I met with a small group of the Black Lives Matter activists.
It made me wonder if she's saying Black Lives Matter, why I don't matter to her.
And I just felt for them.
I was going to introduce myself as Danney Williams, her husband's son, and her stepson.
I am a new grandmother, in case you haven't heard.
I had millions of questions to ask, why?
We're going to do everything we can to make sure she has every opportunity.
As soon as she spoke, she got out of there. I didn't get to talk to my stepmom. I could never imagine having a child and not acknowledge him. As I know how it feels to not have a parent in your life. I work construction. I am a person of faith. I take my kids to church every Sunday. I teach my sons how to keep bad language out your mouth, how to speak properly with yes sir and yes ma'am. Recently, I've been telling my kids that their grandfather was the president of the United States. And they amazed by it. They like, no, is it for real? And I tell them, yes, that is my father. And I'm gonna make sure you get to meet him one day. Hillary, please do not deny I exist. I am your stepson. Chelsea is my sister. And Bill is my father.
Super predators. We have to bring them to heel.
I felt bad when Hillary called black people super predators and that we need to be brought to heel. I'm black, I'm real, I am her stepson, and I deserve the love that she has given Chelsea. We hear my stepmother tells the nation every day, we're stronger together. They know who I am, and I know who I am. I have to meet my father. I have to know that he's willing to even accept me. I have to know that like any child, I want to know my dad and I want him to know me. I'm his only son in the world, and he's my only dad. We have to come together. We have to. If Black lives truly matter to you, please contact me.
Danney Williams Clinton. Now the story is compelling. The evidence so far is very believable. I want you to go to Danney Williams' YouTube page. We want his story out there. We want this to get out. We want this to go viral. We want his story on his page to go viral so it can't be ignored, so this blackout can be crushed and he at least gets his opportunity to get that DNA test. He's proud of his father, and he tells his kids, and he doesn't tell his kids that the other guy is their dad. He tells them that Bill is his dad. You know, and with the fact that most of his brothers and sisters are all black, and he's half white and half black, and the brother looked just like him. And if looks was a sentence, Bill Clinton would be guilty as charged because he looked just like him. So go to his page, go join him on his Facebook group. I got his link under here. Become friends with him, get to know him. He'll chit chat with you, he'll chat it up with you, and he'll tell you a story and get the story out there. Get that video out there, man. Make it go viral. The father that took care of him is no longer there no more. His mom has died. He has nobody. He has nobody. And his kids have no grandparents. And if this is his child, what a better way to say, hey, these are your grandparents. Bill Clinton, former president of the United States. That's your granddad. Before we go, I'm going to cap it off with this video talking about Danney Williams' story, and it's called Justice for Danney Williams. Watch this video. I'm Bob TV. I'll holler at you later. Peace.
Ah, man. They don't want you to know this here. She don't want you to know this.
The Arcaders.
Say the name. Let's go.
Hillary, Hillary, Hillary.
Yeah.
You thought that we never know. The people finding out the real secrets that you've been keeping on the low. Danney Williams, Danney Williams. Let's talk about Danney Williams, Danney Williams, Danney Williams.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Danney Williams.
Yeah. Hillary say that she for the people, worth 111 million.
Yeah.
But Bill Clinton had a son with a black woman. His name was Danney Williams. I bet she denied it. She living a lie, she living high. While Danney, he just getting by. Struggle to survive. Tell me why you lie on it. Only speaking the truth when it benefit. You don't claim it cause he illegitimate. You say black lives matter, we don't believe you, Hillary. Not even a little bit. That's facts, really, that's facts. He was born in the 80s, way back, out in Arkansas. Why you not involved? Why you made no contact? You a hypocrite, we already know. Had to keep it secret just to get a vote. This your family, not politics. All that Danney wants is the acknowledgement.
Hillary, Hillary, I can't see you running the country that I'm in.
Oh my God, why you always lying?
Hillary, Hillary, Hillary. You thought that we never know. The people finding out the real secrets that you've been keeping on the low. Danney Williams, Danney Williams. Let's talk about Danney Williams.
Let's talk
Danney
about
Williams, Danney Williams. Let's talk about Danney Williams.
How foolish can you be? You are not fooling me. You will have to come correct, or you're gonna make the people upset. How can you neglect? That was kinda mean. Trying to be Miss Future President. Yeah, falsify, you do nothing but trying to save face for the cover up. Got a lot of nerve, what you done. Then you wanna talk about Donald Trump. Handling your business, you just a mess, huh? Need to show attention to your stepson. Where you at? Why you living lavish in a mansion? Danney trying to feed your grandson. The son that your husband abandoned. Gotta think about it. That was real messed up. Trust, you can ask anybody. He ain't looking for a pity party. He just wish you ain't forget about it. So if you think she's a joke, I need all y'all to raise your hand to the ceiling. But if she wanna make this right, then she better scream out the name
Danney Williams.
Hillary, Hillary, Hillary. You thought that we never know. The people finding out the real secrets that you've been keeping on the low. Danney Williams, Danney Williams. Let's talk about Danney Williams, Danney Williams, Danney Williams. Let's talk about Danney Williams.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, man. I ain't even gonna lie, man. She ain't want you to know that. Look him up, man. Danney Williams. Bill, you a fool for this one. Yeah. Danney Williams.
If she's saying Black Lives Matter, why I don't matter to her?